this is serious. This is serious. I know some people might be like, what is this? Like I've said it times without number that we are not here to drag anyone's child. We are not here, but there are certain things that cannot be covered up and we cannot just stop talking about it. It's very important. Very, very important. So there is this guy, this person that is close to Edochie and Judy Austin. In fact, people have asked, is it that no one knew that Edochie and Judy Austin were seeing each other? But the thing is this, even if people knew that they were seeing each other, May was not a known person. In fact, people barely know that Mary is the wife of Edochie. There are times that people thought that Edochie is single, and there are times that people felt because of maybe a video here and there that Edochie will post, indicating that he is a married man. May lived her life in a conservative way. She wasn't that kind of person that you find going to parties and hanging around Edochie, all of that. No, not at all. But there is this thing about life, and some people are relating this to karma. But for me, I do not want to look at it that way. But then I'm going to give everyone space to say whatever they want to say. You can access the comment section. That's what I mean, to put out what you want to say, because this is a serious matter. Now, the video at the beginning, you saw it, you watched it. Because some are saying, you and Judy Austin, you must be mocked because your son is the karma that will haunt you forever. There are different kinds that you'll find in the spectrum. Spectrum. I'm talking about certain kind of disability. Disability. Yes. Disability is not only when you cannot walk. No. It doesn't have to do with your limbs. You can be disabled right here inside of your brain. Yeah. So, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of people have observed and they believe that the first child of Edochie is not fine. Some are suggesting, they said, why is Edochie putting this boy on the screen? Recording him, using him to trend and make money off it. I'll tell you the truth. If you think Edochie is not making money, he is really making money. Don't joke with it. The engagement on Edochie's page brings in income to him. So don't think he's not making money. They both are making money from this craziness. And I thought about it. I said, if you have a child that is not fine, will you hide that child because you don't want people to see? Is that child going to be told to stay inside of the room when visitors come because you don't want to show them that you have a part of your life that is defective? I don't think it's right. For me, I don't say anything about Edochie putting his son out there for people to get used to seeing that this is what it is and all of that. We need to grow. Yeah, we need to grow. We need to really grow. But the intent is what matters also. Let us say, okay, Edochie is broke and he has no way of making money. And the only way he can make money is by this content creation in a bad way, where he puts out certain things and he wants people to engage. And if he needs money to manage the little boy, I think the next thing that will come upon him, if he can do that to Kambili Chukwu's memory, I don't think he will have any problem putting out this little boy. He'll be like, what did I do wrong? It's not like I'm making them pass through fire or creating some kind of inconvenience. I'm simply just connecting them to the world, and I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything at all. I'm not saying my child is sick. If you look at my child and you profile my child and you feel that my child is sick, then so be it. So people looked at the child of Edochie. I know there are kids that are shy. At first, if you look at him, you might think he's just a little shy boy. Yes, there are children that are shy. Now, science has advanced. Science has really gotten certain things. I'm sure that as time goes on, certain things will also be dropped and more will be included. There are certain kids that in those years back then, people will say, oh, this child is so quiet. Now, that your quiet child, extremely quiet child, oh, he doesn't make trouble, he's just so quiet. If you tell him to sit somewhere, that's where he will be. He will not move around and do nothing. When he's in school, he tends to be by himself. He will not engage with other people of his age group. He will want to be reserved somewhere. His social skills are not there, and many other things. And it's not like this child is experiencing any kind of trauma or some kind of issues at home. This is just this child. This child is from a home where he's well loved and catered for. But this child is just demonstrating this character or characteristics. It seems this is what people are talking about. But the thing is this, they wrapped it all up and said this is karma. Karma. Because the first child of Edochie behaves in a odd way. Some have said he's autistic. And his kind and type is the non-verbal. He doesn't say nothing. You barely watch this little boy on camera saying anything to anybody. He doesn't say nothing to daddy. He doesn't say mommy. He doesn't say daddy. He behaves like he's floating. Like his mind is somewhere. Like there is a kind of detachment. Like he's like not connecting to... I mean, this boy is simply displaying the characteristics that some have said is autistic. Yes. And a lot of people had gotten this earlier. I mean, you need to know how far back then people got this, and they quickly even created pages and they say, oh, this boy is this, is that. But, it doesn't have to be that. Okay, are we going to conclude now? That's the thing. Are we going to conclude that all autistic children are born because of what their parents did? Well, I guess that is open for a debate, it's open for a debate. Now, I cannot say, and I believe that you too, you cannot say that no one knew that Edochie was into this thing. But, the industry itself, that's what these guys do. So no one is going to go meet Mary and say, hey, Mary, hey, what's up? Now, I read comments after I watched, some of these. I mean, when I looked at this clip and I saw a comment, one of the comments said, the end part of this video just confirmed something to me. This is glaring, it is well. What is glaring, what is well? That certain people knew that Mary is the wife of Edochie, and Edochie was seeing Judy Austin long time. But like I said, Mary wasn't that luminous, and who is going to be the town crier going around to meet Mary and say, Mary, your husband? It doesn't make sense at the end of the day, You just have to allow things to roll and then finally lead to where it final. Now, can't you see that the wind blew and everyone can see what is under the skirt? So, about this little boy, like I was saying at the beginning, I said, some people are like, Edochie is doing this thing intentional, and that's the part that I want to go to. That Edochie is intentionally doing what he's doing. That he's simply using this little boy to make money. That he should not put this boy on camera, knowing fully that this boy is not fine. That putting the boy on camera will result into people dragging and using the disability or ailment or the issue with that little boy, using it to kind of drag them and insult them and say a lot of things. But like I said, Edochie does not care. He doesn't care about that. As long as money is coming in, he will do everything possible to bring money in. And maybe he decided to do these things also as a form of socially interacting, social interaction, maybe to help the boy connect and all of that. There are people who have said that there are certain treatments, such as detoxification and some kind of medication, which I believe you, Edochie, probably might have looked into also. I want to believe so. I want to believe so. It depends on the spectrum anyway. It does not really have a cure per se, but like to help the child. So imagine you have a child that is non-verbal at this age. There are some kids that take 4 years before before they speak, and but eye contact, is part of it. Eye contact is part of it. I see a little bit of eye contact, but then I don't. I mean the engagement with. I mean the boy. It is well. It is well. It is well. Maybe Yul Edochie will seek for a kind of package for the little boy and also put himself right. If you write 2023 is the best year of your life, did he say that because he believed, he has been told that Mary is responsible for the autistic situation of his son? How stupid can it be? If that boy is your son and he has autism, and Kambili Chukwu is your son and he passed away, and you are there sitting down using your wife as a kind of weapon against or a punching, you're a stupid person. You are the one that has lost. You have lost on that side and you are losing on the other side.